Well, welcome to the live streaming on this really, really special day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there, to all the players, mums, coaches, referees, and of course to you, Michelina. Happy Mother's Day to your mum.
Well, thank you.
Pleasure.
Happy Mother's Day to my mum.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Made a few calls today and try to beat all the siblings in and get first. Had to get up real early to do that this morning.
Here we go.
Because there's a few of us.
I had to do the same. Had to drop off my gift first.
That's right.
Sure.
Well, you're lucky you can drop off a gift.
Yeah.
That's lovely. And how was she this morning?
No, she was good. She's in isolation because she tested positive for COVID. So it was bad timing, but you know, it's still something that we could do to show our mums that they're very special.
Absolutely.
So, given circumstances.
Yep, my word. And there were a lot of situations back in 2020 and 21 where you couldn't see your mum.
Exactly.
So, good to have. So it's Mother's Day here across the country. We're in Northern Territory, of course. This is Darwin Women's Premier League. We're about to get this game underway. It is the third game of round 3 for the Women's Premier League. We're live streaming thanks to McDonald's on FNT TV. And the sides have lined up. The home team, Hellenic, has actually decided to run right to left on your screens. And they're up against Darwin Hearts, who are in the away strip this afternoon. I quite like their away strip. It's really quite
They're nice, hey? Yeah.
Referee ready to go, looking into the sun. I think most of the players will hug this side of the pitch, mate, where all the shade is.
I think so. I think so.
It's still been a really hot and humid day, but there's been a persistent and quite strong wind at times, which has sort of taken some of the air out of the hot air out of the day.
That's right, exactly.
So we'll see how we go.
We better start adjusting to it because it might end up being the new constant.
Yeah, there's quite a bit around at the moment, you're right. And as she did the other night, and as she's done already this year and in seasons past, Jazz forward just roaming and patrolling down that right-hand side in attack for Hellenic. That's the captain there. Nice challenge early from Jubilee Weir. Now Ellie Missob in there as well. Ball's come back to forward. Lovely ball onto Ellie McCrillis. And then comes Sophie at pace. And out comes Flo. Lambora to collect the ball, and Flo's very casual.
She is.
Very casual.
She's extremely casual.
Yeah.
Like the rest of her sisters that also play on the same team.
Yes.
But she's very good at what she does.
And at pace, and she has some too. That's Anouk. And she'll go back into her. And that was Corrine, actually. Let's have a look there now. So Corrine's wearing number 4 today. There's a lot of long, dark, braided ponytails that they work their way through. And when they run, like good young athletes, there's a lot of similarities when they take off chasing a ball or with a ball at their feet.
We're relying on those team numbers to show.
Yes.
On the shirts.
So good attacking opportunity now, moving forward and pressing. And they'll get the return here on a throw-in. Darwin Hearts. Hellenic, a powerhouse in women's football for a long, long time, and many years have been developing young girls, young women into footballers. Hearts new to the scene and are working well. Here with an opportunity now moving forward. That's a great ball through, cleared away by Myatt, who's come all the way back. Would normally be up here in an attacking position.
Exactly.
Rihanna Myatt's gone all the way back to clear that one up there. Michelina?
Definitely. It seems like at that point as well, they had a lot of people that had dropped into defence. they obviously know that Hearts isn't a team to underestimate when it comes to their attacking half.
Pace to burn.
And Hearts is a team to watch this season, I reckon.
Yeah. And two of their, well, Frida's not out there, I can't see, and Frida's probably the fastest player in the Premier League. Not out there today, so they'll miss her, Darwin Hearts. But Julie Genora's there still, and I reckon she's equally as fast, over 20 to 30 metres. And Julie Mooley will be wearing number 16. There she is, goes in the middle there.
Play
now.
to watch, eh?
Yep, there she goes.
There you go.
And nice clear
Well
away.
done.
That's good defensive play by Mamata Maski. So Mamata's come across and taken it right over into the eastern corner on the Northcrest scoreboard side. 3 minutes have passed. Michelina Hordas is co-commentator today. My name's Bruce Stalter. This is FNT live streaming of the Women's Premier League for 2022. And here's an opportunity now. That's Anastasia. Ball's come out, goes past Steph Trakillis. And Daphne Chalakis was, I think, about a shot, really, sometimes in that run-up.
Oof.
Anastasia in there on the ball, pushing hard. And away comes Emma Zayment. And now this is Jubilee Weo.
Wow.
What a great tackle. What a great tackle. Just all ball.
Right.
And then Jubilee went over the top of Daphne. And they're in there again. That's Ellie Missob. Back to Jubilee. Jubilee on the ball. And watch out, here comes Sophia McCrillis. Early ball, and that's going to miss everybody. And Flo comes out ever so comfortably. Rio Minot, you're going to watch her on this left foot. And good defence.
Well done.
Well played.
Well done to Emma. That was really good. I think good recovery there from what looked to have been a little bit of, I think, miscommunication between defence and goalkeeper. But,
good word recovery.
Definitely good word recovery,
second,
because
third and effort.
That's right, exactly. Because if you have somebody like Ree picking up on those mistakes, she might punish you. Yeah,
more than likely will. So we have a corner, first of the match. It is with the blue and whites, Hellenic. Coming up to 5 minutes of the time elapsed. Referee wants the players
That's different.
off the ball or away from the ball. Okay, it's interesting. Anyhow, short corner. Now it comes back to Sophia McCrillis moving across ground. Anastasia on the ball, but moved away. Jubilee Wea now comes across at pace. Staying with her as might. Goes back in. And well done. I like what Hosking has done, the number 6 here, the left back.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's new to the team, but referee's playing advantage for that little push in the back from Emma. And
She's
again,
definitely been there since the start, Hosking, but I think this is, if I'm not wrong, I think this might be her first season with the Prems.
Ah, okay.
But she's definitely been effective.
Yeah, she has.
She's been a good addition to the defensive side, and she's settled in quite well, I think.
Yeah, I think the word settle is really good. She seems comfortable. Right, here's an opportunity. Going to goal now, and cross at pace. Comes from Amata again, and Maskey will take it across towards the goal line, and then pushes it out over the sideline.
It's going to sound like a very, very ignorant question of me, but Maskey, relation to Sulav?
I was going to say yes, but I think there's an additional E in this one.
Yeah, right. There you go.
So but I'm going to say yes because I don't say no to you. Here we go.
Thanks, Bruce.
Here goes,
a Porsche 911 Carrera. Thank you.
I will confirm that before half-time for you. Now it goes out to Joanna McCrillis, and Joanna goes down the line. That's still in play. And the Hearts defender will head back forward there, and Jazz watches the ball go past her. Now it's in a little conglomerate of players all over there in the heat and the sunshine. Joanna McCrillis with a throw-in over the top. That's come off, I think. Yes, it's come off a Hellenic player. So it will be a goal kick restart. And Flo will take her time. Looking for someone to go to. She's going to go short. There it is now. Goes back on the inside. Ellie Missob has the ball. Under pressure already. Ellie will go. Sophia McCullough plays one back. Ellie McCrillis going out to Trakillis and didn't make that on this occasion. This is a good run now from Devine. Good football.
Definitely. I think it's going to be a great game to watch because there's a lot of back and forth that's happening already.
Yeah, that was Camille, sorry, not Devine. Devine, can't see her out there at the moment. Here comes
Well
Jubilee
done.
Weo pushing hard. Turns on the inside. Daphne Shalakis gets in the way effectively. And then Anastasia's offside, yeah.
There you go. Definitely already 8 minutes in and some great football to watch.
Thanks to McDonald's for the opportunity to bring this live streaming. Ward Keller also, the Territory Law Firm, our sponsors and partners for 2022 for the women's game. They are the personal and business dispute resolution team. 1-800-978-360. Speaking of zero, right in the middle there. Comes out now to Camille.
Oof.
And you're still chasing down the ball. Strong stuff. The ball will be to their advantage. Yes, throw in. And this one will be taken by Phoebe Lemboa. Always love calling this game because Jubilee Weo has a different hairstyle every game.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like, is that you? Nope. No idea.
I let her know about it as well on Instagram before I told her that she had a change. I was like, it's a good change.
Yeah,
You
they're
know,
always,
what's coming next, you know?
Very,
She lets us know so we can keep an eye out for her
Yeah.
on the field.
yeah, it always looks great. Very funky.
She does. Whatever she does, she rocks
Yep,
it.
Absolutely. That's good play. And persistent play.
Well
No
done.
one other than Mooley Janora. Well done, Mooley. And Flo Lamboa will come out. This time goes to the grandstand side, and the ball's bouncing and can be collected either by Steph Trakillis or Jubilee. Jubilee
Ooh.
goes over the top. Hosking in there. Jubilee Weo pushing one through.
Well done,
for
Jubes. Unlucky.
Cecilia. Still going to come.
Wow.
Now, Mary Coombe, one of my favourite players, goes running across, and a lot of her, but always there when you need it. Now, here's a chance for Kareen. And trying to find Cecilia Missob. Now, Cecilia has it. Goes back to Jubilee. I think they might be new boots as well. Nice work from Ellie McCrillis, and lovely stuff from Sophia. This time she's been a little bit of thievery from the number 6, which is Camille. And Euphrasie in there. That's also Cecilia Missob.
Wow.
Pushing through. And you could literally throw a dinner plate and you'd get, what, I reckon about 90% of the
You
players
probably could.
all using this
You
side
probably
over
could.
here where the shade is.
I think everybody's just trying to get amongst the gameplay because of
Well,
how fast it's actually been. So it'd be interesting to
just
see
keen.
which team actually calms the game down first.
Yeah, good point.
There
That's
you go, look at that.
Mooley Janora on the run now. That's Kareen. Kareen pushing it back. Here's an opportunity for Euphrasie, but well done from Steph Trakillis. Just stood her ground and calmly pushed it away. Now Cecilia
Oh my
Missob with a
goodness.
shot. Mary Coombe standing strong and then pushes it wide for Rhea Myatt. She goes down the middle looking for the front
Well
striker
done.
and
Wow.
Anastasia. And that was done by Maskey. Pushing it wide and go for a run, Kareem, but you got to get around Joanna McCrillis. That's
Well
a great
done.
tackle from
Wow.
Phoebe Lamboa. And nice work from Joanna. Excellent work. And
Here
then
we
a
go.
lovely ball as well. This is what they do. Hellenic will play with width. And now comes Ellie, the captain, turns it back in. A well-directed pass. Finds Jazz forward. Jazz turns in and will take a shot on the right. And then
There you
Flo
go.
brings the ball down.
Yep. Casual.
Very casual.
Casual.
And then takes one kick, and then gets it down towards the halfway where Ellie Missob tries to push it through to Cecilia. And now, Sophia McCrillis just showing those lovely skills she's got. And out comes Flo to clear it away and effectively. Jubilee Weo finds some space here. Goes further down line. It's a great pass. Mary Coombs there as well. And gets there before Cecilia. And there'll be a throw-in further downfield. Looks like Sophia's just playing McCrillis I'm talking about, a little bit behind in
That's
the
right.
midfield. It's
She's
really
a little
interesting
bit
to
more
see
like
her
a
there.
midfield than what she is as a
Yeah.
forward, though. But
Got such a great touch, though. She'd be good at, putting the ball through into better positions.
correct.
So we'll see how that goes. Maddie Hadjic has made a slight change in her usual positional play. And we're talking about the number 10, the multi-goal scorer for Hellenic, Sophia McCrillis.
There we go. You're already hearing both sides just telling their teams to settle and just to calm the game down a little bit more.
And you were saying it's usually the keeper's role to participate in that.
Yeah. Generally, you either hear your captain or your keepers or even the coaches, whoever is good, that's got to be saying it. But, yeah, the keepers do regularly say it.
Yeah. Ellie. Down the middle.
Here we go.
And the number 10 we mentioned before puts a nice ball through. Phoebe Lamboa in a little race there with Jazzy. And forward will have to watch Phoebe put the ball out of play on the sideline.
Definitely.
There's going to be a good battle between them two because you won't, Jazz won't have it all her way in terms of pace. Phoebe will be there.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just Jazz has more experience and the technique to maybe counter the speed. We'll see what happens.
Phoebe's just got that little bit of hunger as well when it comes to making sure that she gets her body in front of the ball and keeping the ball at her feet. So it's definitely going to be a good battle between the two of them. And
that battle is around the 13-minute mark of this match. The last match of round 3 of the Women's Premier League here at Larrakia Park. And Hellenic are in the blue and white. And Jazz has just gone to the ground awkwardly. Again, those innocuous things where no players involved.
No.
And then there's a severe drop to the ground like that, and she doesn't muck around, Jazz
forward. She doesn't.
So hopefully it's okay. To your point, the roving physio's just gone in.
Dial physio.
That's it, dial physio.
When a sniper hits, there's dial physio. There you go. She might have just needed that little bit of a break. It's not the weather out there as well when you're on the field. It's not the same. I think because of the change of the weather, it really attacks your lungs and your chest and stuff as well. So it might have just needed that breather as well. Also,
okay.
Good on Phoebe for the sportsmanship as well.
Yeah, put it straight out of play. Yeah. Indeed. And nice play from Hellenic as well.
Yep.
Giving the ball back. Right, we're into it now. Daff. And going to work out where Daphne's sitting. She seems to be sitting in front of the back four, or she is part of the back four.
She's part of the back four.
Yeah,
I think
just
you're looking
moving
at
forward.
Last men is Marion and Hosking. There you go.
So that's pushing through. Mary Coombe places across the grandstand side where Rhea Myatt will collect. Go straight down. So the run of Ellie McCrillis. Good run from Ellie. Turns on the inside. Joanna McCrillis with an opportunity. Goes on the right side.
There you go.
Nice work from the captain, Ellie Missob, to push them wide. Now the battle continues between the 10 from Hearts and the 4 from Hellenic. And Jazz gets away this time. The ball sits for Myatt. It's going to be a chance. Goes through the knees of the keeper. And if she gets that space, is what you were saying. If you get the space, she will punish you, and she had plenty of space and time on this occasion.
She will be. And unfortunately, in this sort of situation for Hearts, she was left completely open, so there wasn't a defender on her. But it was good play by Hellenic to get the ball around. And, you know, I'm not sure if that was a crossing or if that was a shot or whatever the case was, but Myatt was in good space at the right time, and she was unattended. And that's what happens. And you get punished.
I want to ask you as a keeper too about, you know, you're watching the ball, you know, and then suddenly it goes through your legs.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it happens to everybody. I've seen it.
It does.
English. I've seen it in the World Cup football for men and women.
Yep. It does. And you know what? It's just you could be in the perfect set position to do what you've got to do, and the ball just goes in between your legs, and if it's meant to go in, it's meant to go in.
Yeah, I like your attitude. It's very zen, mate.
Yeah, it's definitely not zen when you're the keeper that's conceded the goal.
But now you are.
Yeah, being the spectator, yeah.
So well shepherded out by Hearts. They'll get a corner out of this. And it looks like Jubilee Weo will take the corner. And a little bit more shade than there was 16 minutes ago, which is good. Breeze is still coming in, taking some of the air. So the ball's placed. Players are ready. Taya Hartog, the keeper, youngster, organising them. Moves in. Myatt gets there first, beats her. Now it fits for Euphrasie Camille. Now that's Cecilia. And then in the end, Jubilee and Cecilia came together and couldn't really decide who was going to take the shot.
Yeah. It's against the unfortunate thing about miscommunication. It'll either be what could concede you a goal or what could score you, or what could, prevent you from scoring a goal.
But also goes to your point before about just the energy, the energetic and the commitment, and that was just two players going for it.
Look at them. They're just hungry.
Yeah,
they're just really hungry,
really
especially
now
that they've conceded the goal. They just step it up that little bit of a notch, and Jubilee is not one that likes to lose, that's for sure.
Every contest, every clash is a contender.
Oh, poor thing.
Exactly
again. Look at that.
Yeah, she's got such pace. And now comes Jubilee Weo. Ellie Missile back to Jubilee.
Well done.
Good tackle for Myatt. Wins the ball, holds it up, shows some skills. Steps over, goes back again, leaves it for young Hosking. And then Coombe comes in with a very calm pass to Sophia McCrillis and advance in a little battle with Emma Zamon. Now comes to Ellie McCrillis. Ellie's distributing well out of there. Out comes Flo. Gets her foot to it. And well done to the keeper. To your point, come out early and make a decision, go.
That's it, exactly.
Right, back in the middle, Steph Trakillis plays back to Mary Coombe. Coombe forward. Emma Zaman, first attempt. And that is
there you
Maskey.
go. Good ball. Jeez.
That's not Maskey. That was, what was that? Oh, that's Cussum. KC. Of course it was. Usual central defender role there with Emma. KC. So Phoebe Lamboa will go over there on the eastern side, the Northcrest scoreboard side for this throw-in. In full sun, you can see players with their hands up to their forehead trying to mask the sun. But this time, at least the ball's going away from the sun direction. So now it's into the Hellenic area. That ball comes away and it's an unfortunate bounce. And then runs into Taya. So Taya will come back and have a look how she is. Strong girl. There'll be a corner. See how she is. Call to the bench. Players came together in a collision. To our point of end, they're all committed. Playing with purpose. And it's a still very hot day. It might be 29, but it feels 32-3.
That's right.
And the shadow is slowly spreading across the pitch.
The Darwin winter that we're talking about.
That's right.
Might be 29, but feels like 33.
You should add another 10.
Yeah.
But hopefully Taya's okay. She's down on the ground getting
Hopefully
some work.
She is. I mean, at the end of the day, as a goalkeeper, it's you put your body on the line, and when the ball is in open playing field, whether it comes from a parry or a bounce just in front of you, there's a player that could be going for the ball that's in front of you, and they just collide with you. And
you could have been winded. I hope that's what it is.
Yeah, and it probably
because you're not
looks
prepared
like she
for
dropped
it.
a front on as well. So
yeah, but she's
unfortunately that's the nature of the
great
role.
kid, and also a very strong one.
Yeah,
so
she might just need that just moment just to catch her breath and
similar to
hopefully
Jazz
that's all
over
that
here.
It is.
Yeah. So we'll wait and see. So we have a 1-0 advantage to the Blue and Whites. Their keeper's down at the moment. People are huddled over with concern. Goal was scored by Rihanna Myatt. And since then, there's been opportunities at both ends for both teams.
Yeah.
And really committed and energetic performance from all out there. A couple of the players coming across the
game. Hey.
Sorry?
It definitely has been a 50-50 match.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a long break here. She's up on her feet now, which is fantastic news. Still hunched over. And I think you might be right, Mick. She's reaching now for the front of her right leg, pulling up her socks. So it might be an injury there plus the knock. Taya's only, I'm going to say 15.
15?
Yeah, I think so. In year 11, so that's about right, isn't it? 15, 16, 11, 17, year 12, something like that.
I think that's a year 9 or year 10.
Oh, no, she's in year 11. So she must be, she just started this year.
I must have been really stupid in school then, mate, me. I don't know.
Hear the silence? We'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you got me
She
thinking.
is a young'un, though. She is a young'un.
Yeah, and an absolute sponge. She just soaks up information and advice from everybody.
Yeah.
Really wants to. I was talking to her on Friday about again, I don't know how many keepers like this, but it was an accidental thing. She played her first season in outfield,
Yep.
and then an opportunity came up. No one wanted to do it.
Yep.
Taya said yes.
That's exactly what happened to myself.
Okay.
So, I was at the beginning. I was, through juniors, I was a left wing and a forward if needed to be. And then when I came back into women's, it was I was a bench warmer, and my second season in women's, the goalkeeper for our last team, she wasn't able to, she stepped out because she had back injuries, and I was the only one that was really jumping in goals during warm-ups and doing what needed to be done. So the team goes, congratulations, you're the new keeper. So
And since then, haven't looked back.
Yeah, no, I haven't looked back, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now you love it. You're really a passionate advocate for the keeper.
Yeah, that's it.
And Taya will be the same as well. Joanna taking her through some exercises on that ankle and lower leg.
Do think a lot of the time for women's as well, it is a mistake that you come across, but you end up being good at it. You end up loving it, and you stick to it. So. And
opportunity for Hearts there, particularly when everyone was probably not switched on totally after that long break, but unfortunately being put out of play. So Cecilia will get that right next time. Joanna McQuillis will come up and take the kick maybe, or Daphne. Looks like Daphne will. So they've got Joanna McQuillis in the right back position, Daphne Shalakis and Mary Coombe in the middle, and Jessica Hosking out here on the left back. And then sitting in front of them is Steph Trakillis and Ellie McQuillis, and a deeper position than usual for Sophia McQuillis, number 10.
Yeah.
So getting lots of touches.
Looks like what they've done now is they've also switched Rihanna.
Yeah, over and forward.
And Jazz.
Yeah.
Rhea and Jazz.
So Missop with the ball, coming back into that area, but nice work from Daff.
There you go.
Now Missop again with a shot from distance, and Taya's up to it. Arms out, now running to the area. And those bright red gloves come into play there. So that's a way to come out of your pain.
That's right, exactly.
And she did it so well.
That was a good shot too, so good pick up.
Yeah,
lined it up
we
well.
are now with the ball. Opportunities left and right. She goes down to the right side where Cecilia Missop moves back in, pushes it back to Jubilee Weo. Jubilee turns. And then Sophia McCullough stood tall. And Hosking has this, takes it away from her keeper. Plenty of time, got plenty of area to move to, and that's where she's going. And then puts a nice little pass down the edge, picked up by Sophia McCullough. Turns it inside to Mary Coombe. Replayed back from Mary. This time intercepted.
Great interception.
Muley Genora's in there. Muley's pushing it wide and long for Cecilia. Cecilia gets the ball in. It's now in the area, and Taya will come and collect.
Hearts is doing really well to intercept the ball.
Ball now goes further afield, out to Rihanna Myatt. Tackled early
again,
from
look at that.
Phoebe Lembora. Well done, Phoebe.
Great interception again.
Pushes through, and that's a nice pass for Corrine. Just wasn't fully focused on it. Now it's come back off Mary Coombe, out to Myatt. Myatt's now on a run with Phoebe Lemboa, and Phoebe will stay the distance. That's what she will definitely do.
Yep.
As she did with Jazz Forward when they were on that side. So throw in for the Blue and Whites.
Look at that. Good lineup to take a shot.
Yeah, it was. So 26 minutes about to roll over on the North Crest scoreboard. Thank you, McDonald's. Great supporters of the girls and women's football in the NT. Ball comes over the top from Joanna McCrillis. And KC tackles Anastasia there, and the ball comes away from Flo Lamboa, the keeper for Hearts. Now it's in the midfield, where there's an interplay between Trakillis and McCrillis. Now off to forward, but there's Emma Zaman will clear that away, and does.
Yep, well done. Hearts defence is doing a really good job, and they're keeping it together.
Steph Trakillis with no one on her. And Jubilee just no reaction.
No.
Bang, I'm fine. Goes for the ball again with strength. Wins it back, plays it back to Emma Zaman. Emma pushes it across field where the poacher is sitting, and she takes it early and goes towards goal and takes the shot. And two things I want to make. Phoebe Lemboa, by keeping with her, pushed her closer and closer to goal, so the angle was narrow. You'll see here on the replay. And then Flo just stood her ground because Ria's been, she can slot through really narrow parts.
She can definitely. She can definitely. She did also have the option to cross it in, but she is also a good finisher sometimes. Sometimes, I shouldn't say sometimes, quite often. She has a very good shot too, so she gave it that opportunity. Again, Hearts did well to push her wide, and Flo did a good job to stand her ground.
So a corner results. Again, a short corner taken. Forward to, I think, That was Sophia McQuillis. It was.
Oof.
Ball still flying around. That comes off Rihanna. Jubilee Ware strong through the middle and kicks the ball away. Looking for Cecilia Missob. Cecilia and Joanna in a little battle there. Comes away. This will be Julie. That's Muli Janora. Muli goes on a run now. She's got so much pace.
Off you go.
And she'll push it down for Cecilia at the one time. Cecilia needs to stay on side. Now it comes to her. Joanna's there. Good play from Joanna. I don't know about that, but whatever. We move on.
Do we have a replay on that?
No, I don't really. It was a good intervention from the player in the end.
It'd be interesting to see how the foul was actually called, under what grounds that the foul was called. But
so Emma's going to go forward for the restart. They're all in shade and shadow down there. A bit of splinters of sunshine.
It's just outside of the box.
Yeah.
Oofed.
So Taya is getting ready. She's on the near post, directing her troops, setting the wall up. So 2 in the wall. Ref's got them ready. Emma's on the ball. Taya. Number 17 moves in for Hearts. It's a good, firm shot and cleared away so well by Myatt. Unflinching header. Gets it away and then cleared away by Trakillis, but only as far as Jubilee Weo. Tackle comes early from Ellie McQuillis. And the trademark step over from Myatt works again. And they go downfield. 29 minutes have passed on the Northcrest scoreboard. Northcrest is a growing community. And if you want to see the House and Land Display Centre, it's out there at Berrima. So that looks like Joanna, it is, throwing in on that far side from where we are. Short ball from Euphrasia Camille, clicked off so expertly and quickly by Sophia McQuillis. Pressure still coming from Hearts. And nice play back, and Taya comes in and sends it downfield. Nice, comfortable play. KC pushes it out, has another go at it, and it's going to fall for forward. She'll come across to tackle Jazz, and it's an unfortunate one. Referee comes in quickly, has a word. Well done, ref. So on the ball is Ellie McQuillis. KC gets that down and puts a good ball through. Now it's a foot race. So Joanna, who's very smart in that position, gets there first, and Corrine can't meet the ball where she'd like to, and it's put away by the number 3. Joanna is so underrated in that right back position and so good at it. Very seldom you see her beaten down there, Michelina.
That's right.
Doesn't matter if it's a through ball or interplay of players coming at her. She just has the knack to be able to read the play.
She does. She keeps herself in a good position. She reads the ball well, especially when it's coming over as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, Trakillis with the ball. Goes back to Daphne Shalakas, and Daphne pushes it long. That's a good tackle from Joanna McQuillis on Ellie Missob. She pulls out of that with a bit of pain. Flo comes out, and Lemboa pushes it out. Rihanna Myatt gets there first. And some distance, Rihanna will take the shot. And it's a rare miss from Rihanna. Rihanna Myatt would normally have dinked that straight in.
Yeah. She did take that look up. She did see that Flo was quite away from the goals.
Some distance, yeah. And Hoskin comes running in. Jessica is going to have a throw in. Ball in hand. Gets it in. Call from Sophia McQuillis. Nice work from her. Pushes around. Now it's a race between Myatt and Lemboa. Myatt in there with a body check. Play on. Comes onto left foot. She can shoot with either. And what a lovely catch.
Good hands.
Great catch.
Good hands.
You got to like strikers who can play off both feet.
Yeah.
Gives you that opportunity to switch, as we've seen. There goes the determination of Muli Janora to try and bring that. So Jess. And now goes forward. And an early ball from her can play. Jazz can play off the left and right as well. That's a great pass. Myatt goes back to collect, goes back inside now. The ball's still alive, and here comes the keeper, and she's so quick.
Well done.
So quick. She gets there and just in front of the keeper, and we're talking about the number 10 here, and just gets a little toe of her right boot to it, and massive bit of speed there to get before Flo could get hold of it. You'll see it on the replay, how quickly she moves once she sees an opportunity. That was a really narrow corridor.
It was a very narrow corridor. Flo was just doing what she can just to make the goals big.
Comes away, it's a fortuitous bounce for them.
Again, just the idea of when you're leaving somebody completely unmarked.
Yeah.
And you can't do that. You can't leave a player unmarked.
Just see if it's Sophia McCrillis. So 2-0 is the score at the 33rd minute mark. So Cecilia Missob in the middle, goes back to Emma. Emma's aiming with a left. It's going to have some distance on it. Cecilia Missob will chase, as will Daphne Shalakis. Daphne will go wider to Hosking. Hosking calmly. Now she's in a tangle with Missob. Missob wins that one, pushes around. Nice double tack from her. So good second effort from the youngster. The number 6. Now comes away for Jubilee. And Wio has it. Goes back to Emma Zaman. Zaman puts a right boot to it, trying to find Janora. And Janora keeps it in really well. Then there's a great ball in. Taya comes out and will collect it into a chest. But good work from Hearts on this grandstand side. Missob moves back to the midfield. Ball comes away. Jubilee Wio in there, showing some skills. Nice win from her. Now goes to Ellie Missob. Ellie looking for that split pass, and it's a beauty. And Daphne stretches out on the left and puts it out of play. The number 23 for Hearts, for Hellenic. So coming up to 34.5 minutes on this Sunday afternoon here in Darwin. Third game of round 3. Had a fantastic game on Friday night, 6 goals, 3-2 at half-time, Mindle over Port. And then Port got one back, and it remained 3-3 at the end of the game. Last night, 3 goals to Casuarina in their victory over Litchfield. And this one sitting at 2-0 at the moment in favour of the Blue and Whites. Mary Coombe. Nice pass. I think that was a forward, wasn't it? Couldn't see in that corner.
I think so.
Goes over the both of those players, aforementioned players. And Ellie Missob goes short to KC. KC is immediately challenged by Sophia McCrillis. That's nice work for Mateo Maski. Now a ball over the top, and if it's going to find either the keeper, and the keeper gets there first. Well done, Flo. Now her sister, Phoebe Lamboa, has the ball at her feet. So from Flo Lamboa to Phoebe Lamboa, and now they're on a raid. That's Corrine chasing the ball down now. She won't beat Mary Coombe, who comes from the middle of the field to clean it up. Might. And Ellie Missob says no. What did you just see then, Michelina? That was just
that. Just a really good touch.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that fine. Just lift your leg and it's right there.
It's all about timing. And the ball comes down, and now she pick it up. Always excitement. And Marta Maski and Flo Lamboa involved there. Now comes out on the grandstand side. And Hoskins runs there with pace. Plenty of enthusiasm from the number 6. As we've seen in every game she's played, Michelina.
Exactly.
She's been really exciting to watch. As is this player. Really exciting to see Muli Janora out there. And she's just threw that ball in. Now Hearts have a chance. They're moving forward. And good work from the number 5. Defensive 5. So Jubilee Weir has the ball. Throws in. Missob, to Cecilia Missob.
Touch.
Goes back to Ellie. Ellie has time. Lovely turn on the inside. Tries to push one through. It'll come away. And Janora now has it. Janora stops the ball and moves forward at pace. Turns on the inside. Nice tackle from Sophia McCrillis. Ball's alive, but Mary Coombe will watch it just go over the goal line for a restart.
Good ball.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that there was nobody there to be there for it.
So there's lots of touches in the midfield. Some really good battles out there between
There's a lot.
Leo and McCrillis and Missob and the other Ellie McCrillis.
There's some good possession football that's been played on by both sides.
Yeah.
And if you can utilise your midfield, then you're keeping the game at your feet. So
Anastasia Kukovic back to McCrillis. Now McCrillis is unleashed forward. There's a player again on the inside there with no one on her. And then a shot from forward. Just calmly puts it past the keeper. And we'll pick up a third goal in the 38-minute mark. They just have to track that run.
exactly. Just again, when you take a look at it.
There's now the Hearts
Jazz was
players come
opening.
in. Yeah, turns, gets past. I think that was Maskey, or it could have been Casey. It was Maskey. I think she got past and then put it in the back of the net. But they're going to have to track these runners, Hearts. They look very, very promising when they're in the attacking half.
Exactly.
The away team, Darwin Hearts. But they're 3 down on the board. It's got to tighten up a little bit at the back. Whistle goes.
They can,
Restart.
Yeah, just make sure that they can keep their heads up and
Yep.
not just heads down on the ball or just watching the play and stuff, just to see where everybody is. They can do it. Oh.
So you'd like to see them play more heads-up football at the back and be
Yeah, more
aware of
head-
the other players are?
Yeah, a little bit maybe more heads up and more communication. Not sure if that's something there that maybe, their defence needs to let each other know where each other is. Their keeper
Right.
needs to let them know where they are as well.
Yep.
So, but that's all going to come with game time and experience as well. We need to remember that.
Were you always a talker when you were in goal the first time?
In the first season, no.
No.
Not at all. And it actually took an experienced goalkeeper to say that you need to start communicating and make sure that people can hear you, but because you're the eyes of your team.
Yeah. And you
Really.
listened to that advice and haven't stopped since.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely
and
haven't.
with Flo, yes. And with Flo, she's very quiet,
Yeah.
very
And
shy.
I think that's just one thing that we need to remember is that Hearts is a very young team compared to the likes of Hellenic, where a lot of these players have played alongside each other for a long time
Yeah.
and they know what communication is.
So nice work there from Kareen and Euphrasie. But in the end, Taya Hartog, the keeper for Hellenic, will come away. Seems like she's recovered, which is great news. KC, Emma, early ball, trying to find one of the midfielders, on this occasion can't. Now there's a ball through. Mites now swapped with forward. They're rushing towards goal. And Flo Lemboa,
Oh,
nice
Flo.
work. Flo kicks away. Now the ball's
There you
bounced
go.
well for Cecilia Missob. She's on a run now. Jessie Hoskins chasing down as hard as she can. Cecilia turns in. Nice play.
in.
Keeps the ball at her feet. Now puts one to Ellie. Ellie returns it to Cecilia.
Good deal.
And a left foot shot from distance. Won't trouble the keeper, but promising stuff from Hearts.
Yeah, definitely. Again, good possession football. She did well as well to cut the ball back in just to keep it at her feet because Hosking was shutting her down.
Great header from Emma Zaymond. Now goes to Cecilia Missob. Back to Ellie. They've returned exactly what you were just talking about. Shot
Oof.
from Cecilia. And again, to the keeper.
They're getting there.
Yeah,
They're
it's
getting
good.
those shots in. It's
good.
something might break.
Yeah. Right, we're into the last 4 minutes of regulation time. It's gone very quickly.
Definitely. It's been good football thus far. It's been good football so far from both sides.
KC runs back, kicks it back to a keeper, and then Flo puts a further right boot to it, and it's going to be picked up. No, Phoebe Lamboa can't get to that one, which is saying something. So forward will collect. Goes across field and finds
There you go.
mine. Of all the people you don't want to find, that's the one. And then a shot. And then she takes a shot. So 2 to Rihanna. 1 to Sophie McCullis. Who scored the fourth one?
Jazz.
Ah, that's right. Thank you.
I think Hellenic has definitely taken advantage of the goalkeeper defending her line. They seem to be dribbling the ball in before they start to place it.
Yeah,
There's
well,
nothing wrong with that.
okay.
If as a competitor, if you take advantage of something,
And he goes,
Make it work. Here we go.
always at the ball, number 16. Fantastic
That's right.
player.
Always at the ball. Look at her go.
Fantastic. Such effort. Pulled up a bit sore there, but a great effort from him. They were in a corner.
Yep.
All under hearts. Genoa.
Very persistent.
Yeah.
Very persistent player.
Bit of a fave, that one. She is, how quickly she runs and how committed she is every game.
I don't think she was there when we versed them those couple of times. No. I'm kind of glad for it.
Yeah, she's
After
got some
watching
pace.
her now.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely good to watch. Good pace, good touch. And good gameplay from her.
So she'll move in there now, create some havoc. You can see her take off. Ball's going to be come in from Cecilia Missop. What I was going to say is most of the experience in this football team is up front.
Yeah,
in
definitely.
the top third. So that's why it's a little hard here. It's Emma moving forward with pace. Emma will go to the ball again. This time Camille has it. Euphrasy's trying to find Corrine. Can't on this occasion. Joanna McCullough once again just picks it off and goes wide. Picked up by KC, but that's a loose ball, and now off goes forward. In pursuit is Phoebe Lamboa, but forward comes out. So is Flo Lamboa, making herself wide and got her hand to it in the end. But unselfish play. And Anastasia will pick up the goal. Unselfish play from forward.
No, that's right. She could have finished it. She didn't. She had the second person there as well. It just has to make the goalkeeper think.
Yeah.
And, you know, when it comes to that sort of stuff, you can't really expect too much from the goalkeeper. You just hope that when you're there, you're making the right decision.
You feel awfully alone in those moments, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot on your shoulders.
Yeah. And the reality is you're on your own. There's two players coming out for the opposition.
That's right.
So ball kicked off at the last minute of regulation time. This will be picked up by Matama. And Mamata puts it down. This ball's still in play.
Well done.
Well done
well
by
done, Jubilee.
Jubilee Weo. Rare mistake from forward. Goes past her. KC comes across and pushes it towards Emma. And Emma Zaman goes further out and further afield and puts it over the sideline here on the grandstand side. This is live streaming on FNT TV. Thank you to McDonald's. Emma Zaman with the ball again. Obviously, the experienced player in the back line.
That's right. She's a very experienced player overall, Emma.
And there goes the whistle, halfway mark, and we have a roll, of 5-0 sitting for the Blue and Whites. Hearts will get in there and have a chat with their coaching staff. So if you were the Hearts coaching staff, hat on, what would you be saying to your girls? First of all, I know you'll be very positive because the effort's been fantastic. It's
not been too bad. They haven't been playing, bad football. It's just that where they're getting caught out is on these errors. So them trying to get a touch on the ball and they're not. So just again reminding them to calm your game down. You're not doing too bad and keep your possession football going. Try and get your body behind the ball. Try and lock your ankle in when you go to get that touch. But just to also communicate to each other as well. So especially from the defence line because they're getting caught up being, with players unattended, and that's where they're getting punished. So that's individual advice. Now, if you're looking at your back four, and you've got Emma who's got the experience, they're obviously, when I say they, Hellenic are coming on the left and right wings with width, and then looking for those balls to pass through, and no one's tracking the runners. So how do you get your back four to be aware of that and then to act on it? It's definitely going to be something that if they can't do, within this game to, work on zonal playing. Yep. So obviously, they might be, just really focusing on the central zone. So obviously, if the ball is going to the left, you're going to be moving your defence more with the left and to the right, whatnot. This might not be something that they can. And moving as a unit is what you're. Okay, gotcha. Exactly. Yep. It might not be something that they can work on in this game, but if anything, this would be a good game for them to watch back at and start, utilising at training. So, but big communication needs to come into play as well. And maybe that's something for their, to put into training for their goalkeeper too, because effectively she is their eyes. Good advice from Michelina Hordas, who's our co-commentator this afternoon on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's going to be a glorious set of very specky
Sunsets behind us,
Yeah,
appearing and
definitely.
emerging. I can see multiple colours.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the lights are on here. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's a really blue Sunday afternoon, and what a good day for Mum's Day. So all the
Definitely.
mums, I hope you had a great day, and it continues all the way through. And dinner's a special one where you sit on the lounge and it's all brought to you
Brought to you.
in a big bow.
Exactly.
We'll take a short break. We're back shortly. And welcome back after a half-time where the players scooted into the undercover areas, which are a little cooler than they're out there on the field. So 6:05 local time on this Sunday afternoon, beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's going to be, as I said, drawing to a close and giving us a really cinematic set of sunsets. Be lovely. My name is Bruce Stoll. I've got Michalina Hordas with me, and Michalina was talking about using this game to develop some formations at the back and understanding what the defensive requirements are. And we'll see whether that's been addressed or attempted to be addressed at the half-time. There's been a substitute as well. So out goes Ellie McCrillis, number 12. Sorry, Lisa McCrillis, number 12. I'm just trying to see who's the replacement for or with.
Is that Ree that's come off?
Yes, it is. Yep, you're right. Well spotted.
There you go.
She's done her work in here.
Yeah.
if you really...
She's got her mileage in.
Yep. So we're underway. Referee's there and ready to go. Jubilee Wea goes back, goes to Ellie Missob. Ellie pushes it up towards Cecilia Missob. Challenge comes. She's still on the ball.
Oh.
Referee says we'll pull that back. No, he's playing advantage. Still playing. And it'll sit up for Ellie McCrillis. Ellie showing some nice skills. Gets the ball through. That first touch from Sophia McCrillis was lovely. And Anastasia can't pull that one in. Phoebe Limboa will throw it in. She's got Camille, and she goes to Camille. Tries to dimp one through. So come back here. Ellie, the captain. And puts a ball through. It's a good one. And it's an opportunity. Well played by Jess Hoskin. I like her work. Stayed, didn't panic, stayed on the ball.
Exactly.
Went towards goal, and then Taya in the end, Hartog, the keeper, came in and cleaned up and helped out. So a throw in for Hearts. Jubilee's now going to jog across to take that on. There's also been a change, I'm thinking, for Hearts. I'll get that number in a minute, but I think there is a fresh player on there as well. Have that confirmed in a second. I'll expect your good eyes to be working here, Michalina.
I think there was a player within the defence line that asked to come off at some point.
Yeah, I think it's... I definitely... what I can say is Mamata Maski is off the pitch. So in her place is the sub, and we'll get the number in a moment. And that one's missed by Kareen. Chasing down forward. Forward turns a nice ball inside, goes to Trakilis. No one on it, but now the challenge comes. And then Daphne comes in with a nice clear away right boot. And now it's a battle between Phoebe Limboa and Anastasia Kukovas.
Touch.
Yes, good football from both. That's lovely from Ellie, the captain. Goes back to Phoebe Limboa and then comes back to Missob. And Ellie looks up, sees the opportunity. Trakilis gets the boot in the way and steadies that down. Ellie comes again over the top. Looking for Jubilee or Cecilia. Finds Cecilia on this occasion. But good tackle from Hosking. Joanna calmly goes back. Well played. Coombe there as well. Taya will just go wide again. Calm, patient play from the keeper. Phoebe Limboa in there early. Nice pressure.
There you go.
Anastasia Kukovas and her in a nice little battle. Comes away with Phoebe. Still pressure on. Ooh. And on that occasion, just lost her weight. She's just fallen to ground. Please turn. Nearly there. Got it. I think it's a 5. I think that's Esther Mutalemba. Looks like Esther Mutalemba, number 5, has come on.
I think you're right.
So she's gone into that right back position. But you look now at the defensive line here, how it's splintered.
Yeah.
And to your point about just knowing where each other are. Daphne, nice short pass. Joanna returns the serve.
Ooh.
Nice dummy from Anastasia, whether it was meant or not. So it comes down here now for... And Mooley throws in. So we get another go at it. We'll run up to take the ball. Phoebe's going to leave it for Mooley, and Mooley Jonora will now throw in on just about a metre inside their attacking half. And they're going to go upfield by throw-ins. So that comes off Joanna McCrillis. Phoebe throws in again, goes to Euphrasie Camille, goes back to Phoebe Lamboa. Nice little interplay, possession football from them. Intervention from Daphne is always a good one. There was another example of it. Now there's a ball put across. A flood of players running at it. A nice little, that's great work from Corrine.
Well done.
Wasn't it? Emma Zaman sort of moved forward too. Emma's in the midfield more. Ellie McCrillis. Steph Trakillis has time. And ball goes forward and offside. So referee well in control. Calming influence out there. Everything he does, checking to see if Ellie's all right. The captain for Hearts, talking to her. Casey on the ball. And we'll get restarted. As a, it's like a Jetstar plane or something goes into the night, into the southern sky there. Yes. I was going to say, I always think about that when I'm on the ground, looking at planes going over. When I'm in a plane, I don't think about what's on the ground. Here we go. That's Janora. Couldn't bring that one down. Well played, Mully. You tried.
Got legs for days and energy, that one. Good on her.
She
Very
does.
persistent player.
Yeah, she's great. A fave, without a doubt. Now goes Phoebe Limboa. Nice work from Kukavas. Like the little battle between these two. Phoebe comes away. Nice pass to Cecilia Missob. Cecilia pushes one through to Emma Zaman. Emma's already challenged by Lisa McCrillis. Ball goes up and finally comes back down to forward, and she puts off a nice one. KC has to clear this away and does. Right. Well done, Kusum. But only as far as Ellie McCrillis. Ellie will take a shot. And just a little wide. But she's been everywhere. She's moving and roving and patrolling that midfield so well.
Now they're using a good opportunity, I think, Hellenic, given that they're 5-0 up, to start moving some players around and have a run around again, just doing those little practice runs and stuff. So
we're coming over here for a substitute. Referee's coming over to get that organised. And it looks like, Euphrasie's coming from the pitch. So Camille off, and on goes Rose Simpson, number 13. Haven't seen Rose before.
Neither.
No, so
just
good.
Thinking that. I was a newcomer.
So
I was watching her doing the warm-ups and stuff with her team, and she had a good touch on the ball and stuff, so it'd be good to see if she brings any change to the game for the Hearts.
So ball comes over with Joanna McCrillis on a chase. Jubilee Weo there. Goes back to Mary Coombe, and it'll beat Kukavas. And then she comes with a determination again, and then Muli Janora in there. Joe plays it back to Coombe. And good pressure from Jubilee
Good
Weo.
hustler, Jubes. She did a good job just forcing some errors.
Yeah, it's just... And those salmon boots today too. Nice boots on a new player, Rose Simpson. To your point, nice touch. And then she makes the run. She saw that and called for it early. Rose has got the ball now. What will Simpson do? A left foot early pass. And it's a good one. Brings out the best in Daphne. And she comes in the central defensive role and clears it away. And nearly hits our camera, Daff. That's 15,500.
That's right. And I'm off the clock, Bruce. I'm not catching a ball for anybody tonight. Sorry.
Right. Well, I'm going to sit in front of you then.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Comes Jubilee Weo. Nice work from...
There you go. Wow.
Go and take a shot from distance. And well in control. Onto it straight away, and he goes forward onto it straight away. 2 goal at pace. Got to beat the keeper. Takes the shot and puts it away.
Slots it away. Exactly. There you go.
So you can do it on either side of the pitch, and takes the opportunity to put this one away. So 6 to the good. You'll see here on the replay.
All that space.
Yeah, you'll get is what you've been talking about. And still a really narrow angle. He's still got it past the left-hand side of the keeper for Hearts.
Slotted away into the far end of the goals where where Flo was not covering.
Yep. So Anastasia Kukavas is coming from the pitch. A replacement will be number 14, and that's Sienna Board. So I haven't seen Sienna before, though the name is familiar, so maybe I have. Whistle goes.
I was thinking the same.
So substitution, to your point, Harder changing a few things. Hellenic changing things around. Maddie Hadjic, their coach. Sophia McCullis. And Jubilee Weir doing what Jubilee does. Now she's going to send one into the midfield. That does. And Daphne's there again. Nice short pass to her captain. She goes across. This is a chance here. And Estebar has it. And Esther is now in a little pursuit with Trachillis. And Steph goes downfield. Forward does the same. Trying to get the wrap around from Lisa McCrillis. Emma Zayman's there to clear that away. Turns the ball back in, but there's no one from Hearts. Just all blue and white at the moment.
No, it seems like Hearts has lost their midfield.
Now it's back. This is Cecilia Missob taking the ball. Clearing forward and going with purpose. Then pushes one across to Jubilee Weo. Jubilee's going to turn and go towards goal. The pressure's on. Turns back on again. Turns again. Nice work from Coombe and then cleared away in the end by the substitute. It's just gone out there, Sienna Broad. Push away by Shalakis. And unfortunately a handball, unintentional there from Mutalemba. Good stop from KC. Early ball forward. Nice header from Daphne. Daphne likes to head the football. She's got great technique. That's a good play from KC. But the ball's still with the blue and white. It's not a little interplay between the Ellie McCrillis and the sub. Now she's got away. Corrine staying with her.
Well done.
Slowed her down. And now a good tackle from Ellie Missob. And that'll go the way forward, I think. Ellie has been carrying an injury in that right boot for some time now.
She was limping before as well.
Yeah.
I think before the ref came up and asked her the first time around if she was okay. So
I saw her during, I think it was the weekend. She didn't look any good anyhow. Yeah, they're going to have to do a sub. She's had a problem with that right boot for some time. She's playing on with pain and a little bit of strapping before the game, I think.
Yeah.
So Ellie will come off. She's the captain today. It's been fantastic. She's going to give the captain's armband to Emma. So Emma Zayman will carry that responsibility now. Now, I haven't made the sub yet because Ellie's now talking about pushing through this. A little bit of work on her. Maybe get the boot off and see what it is. The ball comes in and Flo Lembo is out. The first time Flo didn't get it. The second time she did. Oof. And comes out with a green kit on. Bounces the ball. And puts her right boot to it. Ellen McCrillis was one of that first. Gets in front of Simpson. Now she goes down again, steps over it. Looking for an opportunity. Here's the call from Daphne. Goes across to Trachillis. Trachillis hears it back to Daphne. And Shalakis goes last into play between Trachillis and Shalakis. Now she moves forward. That's a great ball from Daphne. And onto the run is Ellie. And in front of her is Mooley.
Well done.
She's great.
Good shepherding on the ball.
She is. Just gives so much commitment and energy every game. Little Mooley Genora. Nice pass from Daphne Shalakis, though, to get Hellenic in a raiding position. Now they've got to play out from the back Hart. Let's see what they can do.
So she's coming back on.
Yes, she has, which is fantastic. She's had trouble with it, and she just keeps pushing on with it. Perhaps she doesn't do something more serious with it, though.
That's right. I think it's the one thing that you have to look out for is that if you've got the subs to make and you're in that pain where you're considering coming off, sometimes it might be worth just doing that because you could do more damage to it that sees you off for the rest of the season. You have to be careful of that.
In there, and she came out of that one hard. That's a great shot. She just looked up.
That.
Talk us through it. Talk us through it, Miguelina. Talk us through it.
You can't really fault that. Just catch that on the replay, and you know what? There's not really much that you could say about that. She had that space. She had that time. She took a look up. She took a shot, and it was a good shot. It was heading straight for goals, and I don't think Flo was able to do too much with that.
It's just the opportunistic.
Yeah, look at that. So there's the deflection there.
Deflection, right.
Yeah,
So
deflection in space.
replay,
Sophia was there, and
bang.
that's not an error on Hart's side, but maybe would have helped them to be just not so cluttered, 2 people on one player or 3 people going for the ball. So
But
nice
skills,
finish.
Yes.
Nice finish.
And the sub's in there. And claiming the corner and winning the corner. So well done to Sienna. Number 14. Can't be easy as a youngster coming into this team of so many experienced players and with confidence like she has in the last 5 minutes.
No,
Even that.
Very sink or swim, especially if you're joining a team where you're a young and you've got a lot of experienced players that have returned.
Yep.
You really got to mature fast.
Yep. And here goes one of those senior players. Takes a shot across goal. Cleared away by Ellie Missob. Now it's going to come for Jubilee Weo. She gets it. Turns on the inside. Nice work from I was going to say the captain of Hellenic, but not today. I think Steph Trakillis is. Coombe pushes wide. Broad. Well done from Broad.
Interception. Well done.
And again, Daphne just does so sensibly. Brings the ball down and now gets him in an attacking raid. Ball still where it should be for the Blue and Whites and then cleared away by Corrine. So it'll be a corner. Sophia McCrillis looks like she's going to take this corner. These two have been managing these corners all day with the same way they've done. And there's no one tracking it. She's moves in and takes the shot. This time it's gone wide. But boy, does she have time and place to do that.
That's right.
No pressure came in on that occasion.
Nah.
But it worked despite that for Hearts. I'll get a goal kick restart. I'd like to welcome for 2022 sponsors, Urban Spice, Pantry, Stealth Medical, Fresh Point Cafe, and Hudson Apartments Hotel.
Emma's just switching play, I think, just to see if she can get the ball up from a different end of the field. So
let's just see. Yep, to your point. It's past the substitute. And Mutalemba. Now back in the midfield. Comes off the back of Simpson. Nice work from Phoebe Lamboa. KC pushes it further afield. Comes out to Hosking. Down to forward. Great tackle from Corrine. Now here's an opportunity for Weo.
She gives it now.
Stay onside.
Still be right. Oh,
yeah, onside looks like. And out comes Taya. Well done. How brave after that earlier incident.
Yeah.
Didn't have any second thoughts. Just went down and low into it. Come out a little gingerly.
Oh, slide tackles are a dirty, very dangerous game. Not dirty, but dangerous. Can be dirty.
So,
but, yeah, definitely a dangerous game.
Joanna McCillis has come away on this grandstand side. Pushes one down the wild past Simpson and by the way Hearts. It's come off the substitute board. Goes to Simpson. Rose, lovely skills. And then looks up, finding the player, and does so well. So that's sub to sub. So Mutalemba unfortunately couldn't control that. Simpson goes in, wins it again. Weo is nutmeg, which is rare. And Jubilee turns on the inside and then pushes one through to Rose Simpson. Simpson's got a chance here. Joanna Murakilos comes at her hard and wins the ball. Now Board. And Phoebe Lamboa there. And Sophia Merkilis. And Sophia's just waits for the opportunity, and then she puts an early ball in. Flo has to come out and grab it, and she does. Very casual right hand. And then drops it down. Definition of casual.
Yeah.
Yes, Flo.
Yeah. She goes with the flow.
Yep.
I had to say it,
You
Bruce.
did.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm glad you did. So it's up here now with Cecilia Missob and Daphne Chilakis in a little continuing battle between those two. Now Coombe will go all the way back to the keeper, Taya. No pressure on it. It's coming now from Wio. Now the referee says, let's just pull this up, please. We've got to play it down.
Watch out for
And
that
I think
player
it's it is the sub that's gone down, I think. Looking across the pitch. Yeah, it looks like from here. Wutalemba. So it looks like Esther's down. Some support required. Now it comes out. Yeah, so she's still down. I hope it's cramp, but
Oh, no.
oh,
They're not tending to anything muscle-wise. I'm not sure if might be an exhaustion thing by the looks of it.
okay. We've got to do a stretcher here. Excuse me for a second. Making sure we have enough stretcher bearers, and out they go. But she just went to ground so quickly there, almost like she faded. So I
I saw
hope
before as well. One of her teammates was, putting some water over her face and stuff. So she might,
have just been affected by the heat. And This is
Yeah.
a bit of heat.
yeah. And she has been running heaps as well. So I mean, if it is heat and exhaustion and whatnot, it's
Well,
it's
they've-
unfortunate.
So the best thing to do is to get her into the air-conditioned medical room.
Yep.
Plenty of water, and get some ice, and try and reduce the body temperature. So thank you to the stretcher bearers, including the amazing Timmy Lay in there. Does everything for us. Now stretcher bearing as well as assistant referee. And
King Timmy.
he is King Timmy. He's just about game 430,000.
I was going to say he's been involved in the game since forever, but
I was so happy
it's a
that
good way to put it.
Well, they've really featured him prominently in
Yeah,
the
definitely.
national rules and
Definitely.
regulations Australian thing. So he's working out here with a number of carriers, and I want to thank the gentleman from Hellenic for jumping in there as well. And now Maddie Hadjick's getting in to help. So that's lovely to see. So Zach went out there. Thank you, Zach, from Hellenic to help out. So we'll get Etta into the medical room, then see if the air conditioning.
See if it does her any favours.
Yeah.
See if it does her any favours.
So with Etta going from the pitch, there's yet to be a substitute made. They're making it now. Number 2 is going to make her way onto the pitch. Used to play for Olympic. Had some time with the Yappers. Just don't have the number 2 on my team sheet, I don't think.
Who is it? That's
Or do
number
I?
2.
Yes, I do.
is
My apologies.
Jyra.
That's Jyra. Yeah, so Jyra's going out. Desinamo. So there is a change. We're now back into play. Coming up to the 69-minute mark, we hope, and we'll keep informed of how Esther is. Been taken from the field in a stretcher. Didn't look good when she went back down. We hope it's just not coping with the heat and the running, as you mentioned.
It's just exhaustion. Just needs that break and needs to rest and get her fluids and everything back up.
Absolutely. So there's a long ball over the top, cleared away by KC, and she goes again and has to because the number 10 from Hellenic's just drifting around looking for an opportunity. 7 of the good for Hellenic. They're running left to right on your screen. They're up against Darwin Hearts, the away team today, in their away strip, the white, blue shorts with the white band and the white socks. Ooh. Emma in there with a big body check. Strong. And Jazz forward, very strong as well. That'll be a late one. Will go the way of Emma. And she picks up a yellow card in the, what will be the 70th minute in a moment. So I'm just going to go and check on Esther. Won't be a sec. It's all yours, Mick.
Oh, thanks. I'll throw in a couple more dad jokes while you're away, Bruce. So yellow card, I think that was given out to Emma. They just have to be careful with those body checks, I suppose, because you never know. You know, there's a difference between body check and getting the ball and, you know, the difference between player welfare. So Jazz on the ball to take free kick. Should be an interesting one because Jazz is pretty good when she takes her free kicks. She's quite direct and she knows what she needs to do. Well done to Flo. Going straight for the corner. It was a good shot by Jazz, but great attempt and great deflection by Flo. Has to keep her confidence up, especially given the scoreboard. Again, game stopped just for player welfare. Referee just checking. Potentially looks like another exhaustion situation. And in the meantime as well, looks like Hellenic's going to be doing a substitution. Looks like it's Mary Coombe coming off. And Mary Clanaris coming on. And Matt just giving a little bit more direction to Ellie to change the game up a little bit. And play on by Flo. Hellenic still on the ball as well, just picking up the ball from what could have possibly looks like miscommunication again between defence and goalkeeper for Hearts. But Hearts doing what they can just to flood their defence and get the ball out. Now Rose Simpson with the ball up against Joanna McCrillis. Joanna holds on to the ball. Sends it back to Taya. Probably be doing that just to open up the gameplay a little bit more because both teams might be a little bit congested. And an error forced. Can Jubes do anything with it? Oh. Good on Taya for standing her ground. Maybe Jubes could have taken that little look up as well just to see how open her goals were. Could have been put away maybe just with placing the ball. And now thrown for Hellenic.
Thanks, Mickey.
You're right.
Yeah, we just moved her into the change room, out of the change room in the medical room, and got some ice and cold water and got her sitting up. She's quite faint.
There you go.
Yeah, she's to your point, thoroughly exhausted.
Wow. There was another player that was down as well, so it must be a hard game in terms of, lungs and
Well, you've mentioned the
fitness.
pace of it. They've just been back and
Oh,
forth
yeah.
at each other. I mean,
exactly.
it's one of those moments where the scoreboard doesn't really give you an indication of what
No.
we've seen in front of
No,
us
no.
for 74 minutes.
And again, us sitting at the, in the stands definitely isn't the same feeling as what's happening on the ground as well. So
Yeah. I must admit, there's a hot one this morning on the run too. So,
do you run, Bruce?
yeah, every day.
I don't. That's
Every day.
run for fun. No.
Yeah, that's right.
Good on you though. That's
All right.
awesome.
So we're in a corner, and who's there? Jazzy, waiting to take it. Up comes the pair that make the decisions. This is Sophia McCrillis. They've done this all day today.
They have.
It was interesting to see the referee actually call them away when they were doing that. Not the players, the opposition players.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. Being told that you can't be there for a close ball.
Here we go, short one.
Interesting though.
Sophia turns on the inside, and this time Julianora is there first.
Well done.
And a little battle there, and won
Well
that one.
done.
Still got to get it out of there. Now they sort of do. There's Jaya. Comes out to
I'll be back in it.
Ellie. Ellie goes to Jubilee. And lovely work from her,
Jubilee's
and now
still
she's
going
on a
well.
run. That was a nice little dink and
It was.
swerve, wasn't it? But see, this is what I'm saying. That's so Joanna.
That
That
is-
sums,
yeah, that is.
sums
Read
up
it
both
well.
players.
Read
The
it well.
determination, skill, of Lee, and just the reading of the game.
Good hustle between them
Yeah,
too.
she
This
never
whole game,
commits.
I think.
She just
yeah.
waits
Yeah.
and then finds the moment.
Yeah, you
So
have
well
to.
done,
You can't
Joanna.
jump into it, otherwise you're leaving your opposition open to just run around you. So
So I love that little passage of play between Jubilee and Joanna. That was fantastic. Pressure coming. That's better. Emma's aiming in there now with a tackle. Ball still around. Ellie Missop still not 100% at all in that right boot.
No.
And this is Mooley just wishing the ball over.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done to the sub, Sienna. That's a great tackle from KC. She needs to do it
There
again
you
because
go.
off they go.
she's off.
And that's a sub I've missed too. Is that number 8? Oh, that's a great tackle
It was a great tackle.
from
Well
Phoebe
done,
Lamboa.
Phoebe.
Fantastic. So it'll be a corner.
Well done to Phoebe.
That is a great tackle. So who's come on for number 8 for Hellenic?
So it looks like Mary Coombe came off, Mary Clanaris came
Oh,
on,
Thank you.
and it looks like they've done a little bit of changes as well to the field. So Hellenic has now just reduced themselves again to 3 defenders.
Okay, so moved Daff forward, and Ellie McCrillis is going to control the back line with Joe and who's on the other side there? Is that Sienna or is that? Oh no, that's going to be Jess Hosking still out
Hosking.
there. Well done. So corner on this occasion didn't eventuate where they'd like. So coming up to 76.5 minutes on the North Crest scoreboard. Thank you to McDonald's for their support of the women's and girls football programs around the NT. Thank you, Maccas. Bet there were a few mothers getting some Macca's coffee this morning.
Getting
Maybe
some
line at the
hot
drive-through.
cakes for Mother's Day
Yep.
this morning.
Right, ball comes to Lisa. That's almost like I gave you an idea.
Yeah.
But Lisa came through, and that was good interplay, but just wasn't read. And Mary's come at it now, and it's going to be some nice
Well
work
done.
from Phoebe. Sorry,
done.
no, it's Mooley, Janora. Mooley comes in again. She's in a little battle with the sub. Well done. That's a great little fight there
Good
between the
hustle.
two. Going to go the way of Hellenic on this occasion. And Sienna Broad will throw in. Here's Mary. Clanaris goes back to Board. And Board will get a corner again from
There
this.
you go.
I'd say, yep.
Sophia McCrillis on the corner again. Short ball. Opportunity presented. Corner's going to be rewarded to Hellenic again. Plenty of communication still on the field as well. You can hear Jubilee loud and clear trying to direct a team in the corner. And again, short ball given.
Jubilee on the ball. Again, tackle comes from Joanna. Now watch this again. They've just gone through this a moment ago.
They don't stop, those two.
And now Ellie McCrillis involved. Jubilee still with the ball. Ellie goes again. Now they're going to try and shepherd it out and get either a return throw or a corner kick. The ball's still alive.
Jubes.
Playing
Unfortunately,
on.
there wasn't somebody on the receiving
Now she
end
has
for
it
Well,
now.
there you go.
There she goes. That's a great pass. And there comes Taya. Well done. Million opportunity for Celia there.
Oh, yeah.
And Cecilia.
Jubes is really, really committed to breaking that clean sheet.
Yes. She won't give up, without a doubt. Nice work from Lisa McQuillis. And you can see how quick she is. Mooley is so quick over 20 metres. And then you got to watch because there goes Sophia. Look at that lovely turn.
Ooh.
Yeah, not much you can do about it.
Not much that you can do about
Just so
that.
clever as a striker. Played for that. There'll be a penalty. Now, who's going to take it? Who do you think?
It looks like it's going to be Jazz. Potentially. Yeah.
I don't think there's any discussion there.
Nah. But that's what you get, Bruce. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to be careful because especially when you're a defender in the box, if you don't get the ball, you're going to get the player and you're going to cop the penalty.
So
Another player down for exhaustion by the looks of it.
Another one. See if she's okay. That was Mooley. Genora. So they're going to make a substitute. They're going to send, it looks like Alok on.
Yeah.
So Alok Awan will go on wearing number 12, but we'll have a penalty taken by then. Referee's ready. Up the mound is number 4. She moves in. Forward takes the shot and secures one.
Cool, calm and collected.
Yeah. Not much the keeper can do about that.
Nah.
So we're just waiting on the welfare of Murli Janora. Hopefully she's okay and just sitting in the technical area. They haven't made the sub yet. So don't tell me. It'd be so typical of Murli to want to come back out after being carried off.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously?
She
Look,
was.
she just did. She's come back on. As we saw the replay of the penalty in the background here, we can tell you that number 16, Murli Janora, is back on the pitch.
Yep. It's good to know that she's okay, though.
Yep.
She's got that little bit of energy to just pop back on the field.
Yes, yes.
Very resilient players.
So Joanna McQuillis with a nice little cross to Daphne. Daphne goes further field to board. Well played. That goes back to Ellie McQuillis. Now Trakillis in the middle. And McQuillis turns through and Ellie puts a good ball through the board and she returns it. And then the ball goes downfield. It'll come off. Hellenic can be a throw-in. So coming up to 81 and a half minutes. Thank you to Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm, 1-800-978-360. Ward Keller. Throw in. And they're going to be a sub now. Oh,
There's going to be another as well.
yeah, a couple. So it looks like one's coming on. So Emma Zaman coming from the pitch. Ellie Missop coming from the pitch. Two of the most experienced players, giving some of the kids a go, which is good. So I look one tall. I look.
No.
They still haven't made up their mind yet. They're going to leave Emma on. And it's going to be Kareen going off for our look. And Ellie's going to go off for a very young player in Kusha Pudel.
Looks like Emma's been redirected as to where to be in the defence. So
Emma's gone back to defence. So with those subs, there we go. Simpson moves towards the ball, gets to it, has the ball at her feet. Challenge comes early in the back, keeps the ball up, goes across now to Phoebe Lambo. Phoebe turns it back. Now there's a run. Emma Zaman at pace. Needs to because forward's coming at the ball quickly and does. Emma will stay on her shoulder and try and push her wider. Turns on the inside. Goes back across to Sophia McQuillis. She'll turn and take a shot and put it away. She's so direct when she has those shots.
clinical. Pick your side. Put it away.
My word.
And again, when you take a look at the replay, Sophia's just sitting there saying, I'm here, ball's open. Jazz just sends it into the centre.
They're intuitive, those two. They really are.
They gel really well on the field.
Yeah.
But, you know, again, it's a big learning curve as well because a lot of the goals that have come in for Hellenic have been from unattended players in the centre when attacking. So, you know, they're really taking advantage of that for sure.
Yeah. Well picked and well put. Michelina Hordas doing expert comments this game. 3 games this weekend. This is the third. a draw on Friday night, a win yesterday for Casuarina. So Port and Mindle picked up a point each on Friday. 3 to Kaz and 3 to Hellenic today. So throw in for Hearts. Oops, that hurt.
Yeah.
Hope she's okay.
Not
She just wiped it off, but just make sure it didn't. You get that delayed reaction to that. Nice one by KC. Goes long. Here, chance for a look on the ball now. Goes that extra sub in Krisha Pudel, working hard there.
Good touch.
And then a lovely ball through, and now there's going to be a foot race. And Mary Canaris gets there early, and KC's there, and the ball's gone across, and she will get one. Everyone runs from 100 miles away to give her a hug for her first goal, probably in the Premier League, I would suggest. Mary Canaris.
She's probably one of the younger ones on the field as well when it comes to Hellenic. So
yeah.
gives her that vote of confidence to be able to do something, and I think she caught Hearts off guard.
Yeah, KC was just didn't know she was there, and then by the time she did, it was too late.
Yeah.
Again, to your point about communication.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice pass from Pudel.
Well, there you go. Jeez.
Now's a chance for Cecilia Misop. In pursuit is Hosking. She gets there first. Now comes to her look. Her look keeps the ball back. Now goes in a little tangle there with Hosking. Hosking comes away. Lisa McCrillis. Simpson. Short pass to KC. Coulson puts one through.
There you go.
And she's offside.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just.
It's been really unfortunate for Hearts because they've put themselves in really good positions and they've had some great opportunities, and it could just be that one last touch or that one touch to get to them that it just falls out of their favour.
And to your point, there's plenty to like about what you see
Yeah.
in patches of what they do.
Definitely.
And to your other point, they're a very, very new football team.
Yeah, definitely. Very young football team. If they could keep it together. A lot of football teams, it takes them, 2 to 3 seasons in order to get that natural gel with each other. So,
well, I think if you took all the players out there for Hellenic that featured today and tallied their number of games in the Women's Premier League, we'd talk probably 1,000.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
And then with the Hearts, we're talking probably 70 total.
And a lot of the girls for Hellenic, as well as they've players, especially the young ones, they've all played reserves with each other and then moved into Prems together. So, it's just been an easy transition.
Yep, and that's what happens when you build a culture.
That's right.
In your club. And Hearts are at the beginning of their build. So maybe in 10 years when you hear Michelina,
yeah,
it's the pair of
they'll probably be the new back-to-backs. You never know. But it's exciting to watch. It's good to see how they're going to go come the end of the season. Then next season following.
Yeah, agreed. He goes over the top of Jaya, and she's going to have to chase after forward. That's not an easy thing to do.
Nah.
And Jaya stays with her. Now she goes around Phoebe, turns the ball back in, and there's a shot from Sophia McCrillis. So into about the last 2 minutes of regulation time. When do you train? What nights of the week are you training?
We do Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay. All right. So thank you for coming in on your day off.
Oh, it's all good.
And on Mum's Day, though, you did all the right things earlier today.
Yeah.
And is there a gathering of the clan tonight?
No. Oh, it's because we've got two out of the 4 households are in isolation,
right,
so there's not really much that we can do. I went and saw one of the mums today, so she knows.
But you passed your prezi through to your mum through the window.
Yeah, I did. Dropped off the gifts at the doors.
That's right. Here we go. Joanna turns back. So Ellie McCrillis gets the call to go again. They're going to go again. You can hear the calls coming from Ellie.
Yeah. good communication. This is exactly what textbook communication brings you is good football and possession play.
And there's one now, an opportunity for a look, but you're going to have to worry about forward again, and she wins that battle and puts one out to Mary Clanara, who has a goal today, played away by Phoebe Lamboa.
Oof. Wow.
Oh, and just misses the upright on the right-hand side for Sienna.
They're definitely a no-mercy team, Hellenic. They're 10-0 up and 89 minutes to go and up against an exhausted team. But you know what? It's the goal. This is what makes that goal difference for you when push comes to shove.
And it will do,
Because
I'm
if
sure.
it's not the points on the ladder that saves you, it's your goal difference. So
Yeah, it always matters. And it's early days, only round 3, so...
it's all right.
So we're coming into the final moments of regulation time on this Sunday afternoon. We talked about some specky sunsets. They're appearing behind us, and they're beauties.
Oh, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Definitely can't complain about a Darwin sunset, that's
No.
for sure.
No, it's fantastic. Everyone gets on the foreshore. You see all these amateur and professional photographers out.
Yep.
And there's like, you know...
Or folks testing out the new iPhones.
Yes. Yeah, you see a few of them too. And usually they get off one of those scooters.
Yeah.
They're always flying around on them. There goes the whistle. And we have a
There you
conclusion
go.
here on this Sunday afternoon. A win for Hellenic over Darwin Hearts. We wish both teams all the best as they go back to training this week. Michelina, any final thoughts as we close off this live streaming on FNT TV?
Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, it's towards the end of the game, you really saw the difference between the two teams. It was the survival of the fittest, and Hellenic just really capitalised on those weaknesses. So, you know, that's a textbook Hellenic thing to do. So they're just a strong team. That's what you get for being a strong team. And Hearts, again, being a young team, they've got plenty to practice on and plenty to build on, and definitely don't think that this is that they haven't plateaued out yet. I reckon they're going to get stronger and stronger. So it'll be interesting to see them towards the end of the season. So good game of football all in all. Score definitely wasn't reflective of the efforts that were put in by both sides, especially Hearts, and it is what it is.
Thank you, Michelina. It was as it is, and it is what it was, and it is and what it is and is and is.
Yeah,
well
was,
put.
is, as, yes.
But I really appreciate you coming down on a Sunday afternoon, mate, and giving your insights. It's really important to someone who's been in the game a long time, played for a couple of clubs, and certainly know what you're talking about. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having
I find
me.
out you're here because you didn't want to mow the lawn or something, then it'll be different. But great to have you. My name's Bruce Stalder. Great to have Michelina Hordas with us. Thank you for joining us on this live streaming on FNTV on a beautiful Sunday evening as it sets here in Darwin. We hope you have a great weekend. We hope you've had a great Mother's Day, and we'll see you again Friday, 6:30. We do it all again. Good night.